Good evening. Would everyone please rise and welcome the class of 2026.
Good evening. I would like to introduce Maya Kaiser, who will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I would now like to call up Ariana Ehrman, the class treasurer, for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
I would like to introduce Camilla Burton, the class vice president.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to class night for the class of 2026. Tonight is a chance to celebrate everything our class has accomplished over the past 4 years, and also a time to appreciate the memories, traditions, and people that made these years so meaningful. Our class brought so much spirit and energy to Foxborough, from football Fridays and spirit weeks to talent shows and senior traditions, and all the moments in between. Our class always knew how to come together and make the most of every moment. Of course, high school was not always easy. There were definitely moments of stress, challenges, and mistakes made along the way. But through all of it, we continued to grow, adapt, and support one another. Even though our lives may take us in completely different directions, we will always be anchored by the shared history we built together. As vice president, I had the opportunity to help plan events and experiences throughout our senior year, and seeing everyone come together for those moments reminded me how incredibly lucky we are to be a part of a class like this one. I want to thank all my peers for the memories we made together, the experiences you gave me, and the impact you've had on my life. It has truly been an honor serving as your vice president this year. Tonight is our chance to pause and appreciate everything that brought us to this moment before we begin the next chapter of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it. Enjoy the rest of class night.
Tonight, we would like to honor the high school retirees and thank them for their years of service. Ellen Brissett, educational assistant. Next, Betsy Dendundon, special education teacher. Next, Scott Ferbert, social studies teacher. And finally, Holly Geffers, English teacher. Now I'd like to call up the class officers for a special staff acknowledgement. The class officers would like to dedicate this class night and thank our advisor, Kristen Fischera. As many of you may know, this is only my second year here at Foxborough High School, and over these 2 years, I've received endless support from administration, teachers, and classmates. One teacher who has had a lasting impact on my transition is Ms. Fischera. She first started as my SAD advisor, then toward the end of last year and throughout this year, I was fortunate enough to have her support for our class advisor. If you have the opportunity to spend time with Ms. Fischera, you know she's a positive, welcoming, and supportive person. But when you spend even more time with her, you realize how dedicated she is to helping others and supporting our class no matter the situation. At times, the four of us do have to give Ms. Fischera a reality check, whether it's about her new lingo she tries to use or the fact that one of her ideas might be a little absurd. But that's what makes her so special. She's willing to do anything for anyone, and our class would not be where it is today without her. Ms. Fischera, on behalf of the class of 2026, thank you for your constant support, encouragement, and belief in us. We are incredibly grateful for everything you've done, and we will always appreciate the impact you had in our class.
I have served as secretary for class council since my sophomore year. For the past 3 years, the other officers and I have worked together to organize events and fundraisers, meet after school, and communicate with our peers. While this took hard work and effort, none of this would have been possible without Mrs. Fischera. For the past 4 years, Mrs. Fischera has dedicated countless hours to helping the officers make everything possible. Being our advisor has been so much more than sitting in meetings or helping us plan. It has been giving up her free time, offering her support and guidance, listening and suggesting ideas, and constantly encouraging the class to attend and participate in events. Through every fundraiser, Spirit Week, dance, and event, Mrs. Fischera has supported the officers with a positive attitude, encouragement, and support. We want to thank Mrs. Fischera for her dedication and care for our class and the endless amount of effort that she has put into helping our class have the best possible high school experience. Thank you.
Not only did I have the privilege of serving as vice president this year, but I also had the privilege of having Mrs. Fischera as my field hockey coach for 4 years. Through both experiences, I learned that what makes Mrs. Fischera special is not just everything she does, but who she is. She is someone who genuinely cares about the people around her. She celebrates her students' successes, supports them through challenges, and always makes people feel seen and valued. Whether you know her as a teacher, coach, advisor, or mentor, chances are she has made an impact on your life in some way. Her kindness, encouragement, and unwavering belief in her students have helped shape so many members of the class of 2026, and we are incredibly grateful for everything she has done for us.
Everything you've heard tonight is just a small glimpse into the impact Ms. Fischera has had on our class. Because of that, the senior class wanted to dedicate this year's class night to someone who has done so much for us over the past 4 years, our class advisor, Ms. Fischera. Since freshman year, she has been there helping our class make the most of our high school experience. Looking back, it's hard to imagine our class without her. No matter what event we were planning or problem we ran into, she was always there to help and make sure everything came together. She even encouraged me to run for class officer freshman year, when I wasn't sure if I should. If she hadn't pushed me to do it, my high school experience would have looked a lot different than what it is. She sees the potential in every student, and she encourages everyone to get more involved. She puts in a lot of time to making sure everything runs smoothly, even when we all did our part to make it harder than it needed to be. And of course, the constant Teams messages that somehow no one answered but everyone managed to see, and absolutely no one responded to. As a class officer, I think we can all say we have gotten to see a lot behind the scenes work that most people don't realize she does. There's so much more planning, organizing, and emailing that goes unnoticed, and she handles it all, while also managing to teach 5 classes a day. Still always willing to stay after on hours on end to plan with us. A lot of what made our high school experience special happened because of the time and effort she has put in. Even when people forgot to respond, turned in forms late, or waited until the last second for everything, she still continued to help and support us no matter what. So on behalf of the senior class, we want to thank you for everything you've done for us over these past few years. We appreciate all the hard work, patience, and support you've given us, and we are so grateful for everything you've done. The class of 2026 is proud to dedicate this class night to you, Ms. Fischera. Thank you for everything.
Now I'd like to call up Molly Lockwood for a staff acknowledgement.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight to celebrate the class of 2026. Each and every student in this room has achieved amazing things over the past year, and we have all made great strides towards our futures. But these accomplishments have not been attained alone. With the support of parents, friends, counselors, and teachers, students have been able to grow and succeed. One teacher I would like to recognize for their contributions is Mrs. Silvestri. Mrs. Silvestri has not only taught us lessons in calculus, but also the importance of hard work and perseverance. Whether she was explaining a difficult math concept or encouraging a student to think critically when confused, Mrs. Silvestri has helped us learn through more than just practice problems and tests. There have been many moments from this year that have shaped us students into who we are right now. But I think the most defining points of character stem from our relationships with those around us, including our teachers. Mrs. Silvestri has become more than just a teacher to so many students. She is always there to talk or just to listen, creating connections with students that make her lessons and classes far more valuable and effective. Every student here tonight can most likely think of a time from the past year when they felt discouraged by a challenge, in or out of school. Mrs. Silvestri's support and encouragement to persist through challenges is something I will carry with me into my future education, career, and life. On behalf of the graduating class, I want to express our gratitude. Thank you for teaching us and inspiring us to become the best students and people we can be. So let us all take a moment to give a round of applause to Mrs. Silvestri, whose dedication and compassion have helped shape our education, character, and our lives.
I'd like to call up Henry Griffin and Harrison Lamson. Oh, God.
I'll bet. Let's print it out. Hello, everyone. My name is Henry Griffin, and this is my co-speaker, Harrison Lamson.
We're all gathered here today to express our gratitude to Ms. Carlson for being such an outstanding teacher both inside and outside the classroom.
While it's true that Harrison and I may be among your favorite students, you've always encouraged us to surpass our own expectations.
You don't just teach calculus, you actively engage with our sports teams and stay involved in our lives beyond academics.
You attend nearly all of our soccer games, showing your unwavering support for our team. You also made the effort to come to our basketball teacher appreciation night, which meant a great deal to me and the team. What truly stands out is how you take the time to encourage with us about our experiences, whether celebrating our victories or comforting us after tough losses. Your genuine care for our teams goes beyond just the games. It reflects your commitment to us as individuals, knowing that you are invested in our success. Knowing that you are invested in our success makes us feel valued and motivated, and for that, we are incredibly grateful.
Next year, Ms. Carlson will be teaching AP Calculus and Honors Calculus at Foxborough High School.
Thank you, Ms. Carlson. We wish you the best. We hope you'll miss us as much as we'll miss you.
Next, I'd like to call up Caitlin Reel.
Mrs. Lauren Carlton. She is one of a kind. She is poised, sweet, intelligent, and always willing to give to any of her students. She has a special kind of generosity that is rare to find, and in a world where so many people do the bare minimum, you can always expect her to ensure her students' success. For example, she will make a PowerPoint that's not only informative, but also pleasing to the eye. She taught a lesson about vampires and Gothic literature using Olivia Rodrigo lyrics, which works really well. She always makes sure her students are taken care of academically, but also physically, and she's always there to lend a helping hand or just to chat. I was lucky to have Mrs. Carlton for 3 years, my freshman year, sophomore year, and finally my senior year. She taught me almost everything I know about literature along with writing. And not only is she compassionate, she's also very talented at what she does, as I'm sure many of you know. Her teaching sets students up for success, and that's why I believe I've done so well, not only in my life and English classes at Foxborough, but everywhere where those skills are applicable. Thank you for a wonderful 3 years, Ms. Carlton, and I will never forget your thoughtful words and genuine belief in me. From the class of 2026, we love you dearly.
Now I'd like to call up Elise Ranchifer and Dara Bertuman.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of our class, we'd like to thank our AP Statistics teacher, Mr. Joe Hansmeyer, for everything he's done this year. AP Stats was not an easy class, but through every confusing formula, mistake figuring out what test procedure to use, and AP exam review day, he always pushed us to do our best. He understood every single one of us to a whole new level. I don't think there's ever been a point where he didn't notice where I was even slightly confused. And he always took that opportunity to explain everything until I was 100% confident.
I had Mr. Johansmeyer for both my freshman and senior years, and he truly helped shape my entire high school experience. I started at the charter school at the beginning of freshman year, but I switched into Mr. J's class a month after. I was behind in both science and math because the charter followed a different curriculum, but Mr. J helped me catch up on everything I missed. Mr. J was the kind of freshman math teacher every student hopes for. He was patient, supportive, and always made sure I understood the material. He was also really hilarious, and that made my math class my favorite class to come to every day. Over the years, Mr. J saw me grow and change from freshman to senior year. He wasn't just a great teacher for math, he was someone who gave me the confidence to pursue AP and honors math courses. His support made a lasting impact on me and on whom I've become, and helped me pick my major, which is math-based.
I will always remember when Mr. J would roll around his spinny chair to each group every day, tell my table to please stop talking, and what he told us to do when the p-value was low.
I'll always remember Mr. J by the way he drops papers on the desk saying, "I don't know, can you?" when we asked to go to the bathroom, and when he taught us the quadratic formula song by playing the song on repeat and singing along. You set the bar high for our future math teachers, which we're sure they'll never surpass, and just know that we'll never stop talking.
Stop talking! Let's give a round of applause for Mr. J! We love you!
Finally, I'd like to call up Sydney Jonas.
Good evening. I would like to recognize Mr. Baum, who has made a lasting impact on both me and my peers. I had the privilege of having Mr. Baum for anatomy my junior year. Among the teachers that I have had over the years at Foxborough, Mr. Baum is one of the teachers that has shaped me into the student and person that I am today. Not a day went by that Mr. Baum didn't make us laugh or smile. When I complained to Mr. Baum that I could never memorize the skeletal system or that I would never be able to dissect a pig, he encouraged me to keep going and that if I truly dedicated myself to learning, I could do more than I thought. Because of this, I can say that I have become a more confident and capable student. Mr. Baum's dedication to teaching is extremely evident through the effort that he puts into ensuring that his students succeed. This is especially clear as he is both a professor at Rhode Island College and a biology, forensics, and anatomy teacher here at Foxborough. Mr. Baum always makes time for his students, whether it's answering questions in class, helping them after school, or spending his entire free periods just to chat. He is truly dedicated to teaching and helping students grow and learn, and I can confidently say that Mr. Baum shapes students into better learners and people. Because of his encouragement and dedication, Mr. Baum makes challenging classes like anatomy more enjoyable and easier to understand. As someone who has struggled with science in the past, Mr. Baum encouraged me and helped me to find what worked for me. He helped me to understand and succeed in science by teaching in a straightforward and easy to understand way. Mr. Baum's anatomy class was a huge factor in solidifying my passion for pursuing medicine in the future. Thank you, Mr. Baum, for everything that you have done for myself and my peers, whether it was offering helpful advice about my future in medicine or general life advice, reminding us that we are smarter than we think, or dedicating yourself to helping students learn something new. You've made an impact on so many students here at Foxborough. Thank you.
Next, please welcome Anne-Marie Janis, Ariana Ehrman, and Samantha McCall for the yearbook dedication.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight to celebrate the class of 2026. I'm Ariana.
I'm Anne-Marie.
And I'm Sam. We're your 2026 yearbook editors. This year, we had a small group that worked really hard to create the yearbook that captures all the memories, moments, and accomplishments of our senior year. We're really proud of how it turned out and excited to finally share it with all of you.
We would also like to give a special thanks to our advisor, Mr. Grady, for stepping into this role as a completely new advisor this year and supporting us throughout the entire process.
We also want to thank Ms. Trice for her help with the art and overall aesthetic of the yearbook. We would also like to thank Smile Pro Portraits for taking all of our photos.
It's been an unforgettable year, and we're grateful to everyone who has helped us make the memories last forever. Congratulations to the class of 2026 for all the hard work and dedication that has got us here tonight. At this time, I would like to have Anne-Marie Janice read the yearbook dedication.
A teacher is best described as someone who educates and facilitates learning within an educational setting. Within the past 3 years, I can confidently say that for the first time in my life, the meaning behind what a teacher is has grown to be more than just the definition. 3 years ago, I walked in my first class with Mr. Ferbert. My nerves were through the roof, but soon enough, the weight and anxiety lifted off my shoulders. In typical Mr. Ferbert fashion, he was playing the guitar, ready to welcome everyone, radiating positive energy and joy. As I took my seat alongside Ava and Declan, I knew that this was going to be a good year. Little did I know that our class would be the biggest handful that he ever had experienced. Despite the hardships that was my sophomore history class, he was constantly at his best tried his best to teach us and make our days better, regardless of our unruly behaviors. As we closed out that year, I said my goodbyes. I soon learned that my experience with Mr. Ferbert didn't end in the classroom. Soon enough, I joined the History Club. The History Club has given me some of my best memories throughout my time at Foxborough High School. Whether I was in an underground rat tunnel with my fellow club members or running around Salem, I have truly grown to appreciate everything Mr. Ferbert has done to make this club what it is today. The History Club has granted me so many amazing opportunities and field trips. I will continue to carry the memories with me to the next chapter of my life. After 3 years of Mr. Ferbert being trapped with me and my friends, along with all the adventures I've been on with him, like that one time during TDA when I drove you to Lowe's, I can honestly say that I do have a teacher I can confide in. A teacher that will always help me when I need it, a teacher who will stop at nothing to push his students to do their best. No matter when Mr. Ferbert leaves Foxborough High School, who he teaches next or where he goes next, he will always leave an imprint on the people he has guided throughout their years at Foxborough High School. I want to thank Mr. Ferbert for not only just being my teacher, but for also being a friend. From your amazing student, Anne-Marie Janice.
Now I'm honored to introduce Dr. Amy Beardos, the Foxborough School Superintendent, to present the Certification of Academic Excellence Award.
Good evening. The Massachusetts Association School Superintendent's Award for Academic Excellence is an annual award that is given to a high school student who have distinguished themselves in the pursuit of excellence during their high school career. To be considered for the award, the student must be a member of the senior class with a cumulative GPA that places them in the top 5th percentile of the class. And importantly, the nominee must consistently demonstrate leadership, social responsibility, respect for their fellow students, and involvement in various aspects of the school community. It is my pleasure to say that this certificate is going to be awarded to Shiza Hussein. Over the course of Shiza's high school career, she's been a scholar, athlete, volunteer, and valuable member of her community. Shiza is currently ranked at the top of her class, having taken numerous honors and AP courses throughout her time at Foxborough High School. She is the recipient of multiple honors and awards, including the College Board National Recognition. Her energy, contributions, leadership have been felt inside and outside of the school, constantly in motion. In addition to excelling academically, Shiza has excelled as a varsity athlete on the cross-country course, track and field, and lacrosse. She brings energy and determination in all that she does, exemplifying what it means to being a dedicated and well-rounded student athlete. There's no doubt that she has a bright future in whatever she pursues in the STEM field. So congratulations to Shiza for receiving the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents Award for Academic Excellence.
I am pleased to introduce Foxborough High School Principal Dr. Jim Donovan to present the Student Academic Awards.
Good evening, families, friends, faculty and staff, school committee members, Assistant Superintendent Burrows, Superintendent Burdos, and honored guests. But most of all, good evening to the very resilient and determined Foxborough High School class of 2026. I am so happy that so many of your loved ones are here with us this evening and that others are able to join us from home thanks to our friends at Foxborough Cable Access. This evening, we gather to celebrate you, your achievements, your growth, your journey as students at Foxborough High School, and we also take a moment to recognize the incredible teachers and staff who have impacted your class in such meaningful ways. Tonight is one of the great traditions at FHS, and I am very proud of the work your class officers have done to continue it. Your path to this moment has not been straight or easy. As elementary students, you tragically lost two classmates, Isaiah Spencer and Danny Nickerson, far too soon. Danny, many of you will remember, was a master Lego builder who loved all things Super Mario. He became known across the country when he asked for birthday cards and received more than 150,000. I suspect that many of those cards came from people in this room, classmates and neighbors who cared deeply about him. A few years later, when you were in 4th grade, Isaiah Spencer passed away suddenly. Mr. Stanton, who was your IGO principal at the time, shared with me that Isaiah's smile would light up a room and that he was always the first to include someone who needed a friend. In his memory, IGO placed a buddy bench in the playground, a place where anyone feeling alone can sit to signal that they would like a friend. It serves as a lasting reminder of Isaiah's kindness, his compassion, and the way he made others feel seen and included. Tonight was meant to be their night as well, and I know that you carry their memory in this moment. While it seems like a lifetime ago, it was only 4 months ago that the world gathered for the Olympics, and I'll admit, I love the Olympics. It's not just the otherworldly level of competition and national pride that draws me in, it is the stories of athletes competing for their country for the first time, of individuals overcoming unimaginable hardships, and families whose Olympic legacies span generations. And without fail, every night on TV are stories of triumph and heartbreak. As you know, the vast majority of athletes leave without a gold medal from the Games, and by that measure alone, you may say that failure is the most common outcome. And yet, that is not how we understand the journey of these athletes. Decorated U.S. Olympian Michaela Schifrin shared at these Olympics that the Olympics ask us to take real risks on the world stage, that we feel the pain of defeat because we've tasted triumph. Heartbreak and victory live right next door. Disappointment and gratitude often coexist. That idea that heartbreak and victory live right next door is not just true in sports, it is also true in life. Life is not as simple as winning or losing. It is often messy and uncertain. It will be at times clumsy and beautiful, humbling and profound. And it will provide you with opportunities like tonight to celebrate the ups and downs of your journey with people you care about. In 1993, Illinois Wesleyan College President Minor Miners Jr. said to his graduates in a setting very similar to this evening, "Go forth and do well, but even more, go forth and do good." Class of 2026, you have demonstrated that you can do well, but you still have time together, even in these last days, to do more good. You have time to thank someone who shaped your journey, to repair a relationship, to take responsibility where you may have fallen short, and to leave this community just a little better than you found it. My hope for you is not that you avoid failure in the years to come, or that every moment feels like a victory. My hope is that you embrace the fullness of life and that you understand that success and disappointment are often intertwined and that you do good along the way. Congratulations and good luck. I am now proud to recognize Foxborough High School's top 10 students in the class of 2026 based on GPA. We are extremely proud of your outstanding academic achievements, and we offer you sincere congratulations, best wishes, and continued success in your future endeavors. As I call your name, I just ask the 10 that you sort of line up here in front of the stage so that anyone who needs to or wants to can get a photo. Elizabeth Brancato. Zachary Jorgantis. Shiza Hussein. Megan Kelly. Eamon Kelly. Maggie Lavery. Owen McAuliffe. Erin O'Malley. Isabel Thies. And Savina Tim. Let me step out of the photo. Take your pictures. All right, nice job, everybody. At this time, I'd like to call Dara Bertuman to the stage. Dara, that's you? Yeah, come on up. You are the recipient of this year's Massachusetts School Administrator Association Award for making outstanding contributions to our school. Academically, Dara has been a hardworking student who continually excelled in the classroom and on stage as a violinist and student athlete. In addition to academics and athletics, she has been giving back to FHS and the Foxborough community. She is currently the Vice President of Student Council and previously served for 3 years as President to the class of 2026. She also has served as a member of the Superintendent's Advisory Council for the last 4 years. Please join me in congratulating this year's MSAA Student Achievement Award recipient, Dara Bertuman. And now I'd like to introduce this year's valedictorian, Shiza Hussein. As Dr. Bertos mentioned earlier, Shiza is a member of the National Honor Society, the Spanish National Honor Society. She is president of the Science Honor Society, president of the Science Club and the Environmental Science Club. There's a theme there, I feel like. Participated in cross-country indoor track teams as well as the lacrosse team. She was the founder and CEO of Foolish Foods, a nonprofit working to combat food waste in communities through youth involvement and policy change. She interned at the Smithsonian Research Center. She was a summer intern at the University of Southern California. She has received many awards, recognitions throughout high school, including the College Board National Recognition, Excellence in Biology, Geometry, and English, and next year she will attend Cornell University. Next, I'd like to introduce our salutatorian, Isabel Thies. Isabel is also a member of the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, treasurer of the Science Honor Society. She is involved in LRC productions as a volunteer for 7 years, played on the varsity softball team for 4 years, has worked at the Boyden Library's Children's Room for 2 years, was a member of the Science Club, received multiple underclassmen awards and the Brown University Book Award in 2025, and she will be attending Stonehill College next fall.
Good evening, family and friends, faculty and classmates. I want to first thank you all for coming out tonight to celebrate the class of 2026. For most of us, finishing high school is the biggest accomplishment we've made yet. It wouldn't have been possible without the support of all our teachers here at Foxborough High or the sacrifices made by our families to keep us on track, even if we didn't appreciate it at the time. To all the adults who have played a role in shaping us, your unwavering commitment to our success has not gone unnoticed, and on the behalf of the class of 2026, I want to truly thank you all. To all my peers, I'm happy to say that we've made it. Graduation is almost here, and our time together as classmates is coming to an end. 3 days from now, we will reach a milestone we have worked towards for 13 years. All of our hard work is about to pay off. Before that happens, though, I want to take the time to appreciate what it has taken to get here. Looking back, I'm so grateful for all the moments we've shared. Many of you I've known since our elementary school days at the IGO. Whether you attended the IGO, the Burl, or the Taylor, I'm sure everyone remembers playing together on the playground, learning to play the recorder, or participating in field day every year. The excitement of showing off your artwork at the art show or performing in a music concert is a feeling I hope we don't forget. Elementary school was one of the simplest yet happiest times of our lives where we first got to know one another. Moving on, middle school was an important experience for all of us when the 3 elementary schools joined together. We had to adjust to a shared community that was much larger than what we were used to. New friendships were formed as we branched out and met new people. This was the first step in bringing our class together through shared experience. Finally, many of the strongest relationships have formed here in high school. When we walked in the front doors on the first day of freshman year, we were presented with countless opportunities. We were told that these 4 years would go by fast, and many of us didn't believe it. Now, although some days felt endless, it's fair to say that our last day of school really did come up quickly. Our experiences here during our time at Foxborough High have shaped us into the individuals and the class that we are today. There are things that may have seemed important at the time, like studying for a big test or finishing a project on time, that we won't remember once we leave here. Then, there are the small things that we will remember, whether that was holding the door for each other in the morning to avoid another tardy, or rushing at the end of the day to get out of the senior lot. Moments like these are what have brought us together. These things, the familiar and the memorable ones, are what define our experience here. If there's one thing our time together has taught us, it's that most of life isn't made up of major milestones. We have spent years looking forward to moments like graduation, but when we look back, we will also remember many of the ordinary moments in between. As we leave here on Sunday, I hope we keep that in mind. There will always be another accomplishment to strive for or another deadline to meet, but it's important to focus on what's happening now. Some of the most meaningful moments may be the ones that seem unimportant at the time. Now, as we move on from high school to the next stage of our lives, our shared routines will change and we'll no longer be seeing the people we've known for most of our lives every day. We are stepping out into the world as individuals who will be expected to show up, accept responsibilities, and contribute to the world around us. Although this may feel overwhelming, we're prepared for this. Over the past 13 years, we have learned how to adapt to new situations, communicate with others, and work alongside people with different beliefs than us. We must take these lessons into the real world and strive to make a positive impact. And as we move forward, I want you to all remember the people that have been beside you through it all, starting all the way back from the first day of kindergarten. I wish you all the best of luck in your futures. Thank you.
Before I introduce students who are entering the military service upon graduation, I ask that any service members currently serving or who have previously served in the armed services to please stand. We'd just like to thank you for your service. We'd like to thank you for your service today and always. Now, would Harry Davidson please rise? Harry will be entering the U.S. Marine Corps upon graduating from Foxborough High School. Would Jackson Tribuzio please rise? Jackson will also be entering the U.S. Marine Corps upon graduation. Jonathan Horgan, please rise. Jonathan will be entering the U.S. Navy upon graduation Sunday. Erica Brandt. Erica will be entering the U.S. Army upon graduation. Adrian Hall, please rise. Adrian is currently a member of the U.S. Army Reserves and will be continuing his training upon graduation. Kawan Diaz, please rise. Kawan will be entering the National Guard upon graduation. Is Rihanna Nunez here? I don't believe so. Rihanna will also be entering the National Guard upon graduation. Olivia Morin is unable to be here tonight. She'll be entering the U.S. Navy ROTC program upon graduation. And finally, Ryan LaCroix will also be entering the U.S. Navy upon graduation. I would now like to invite Mr. Matt Struble up to present the Best Buddies Award.
Hi, my name is Matt Struble. I'm the Special Education Department Head. Good evening, everyone. It's with great joy and deep admiration that I present to you this year's recipient of the Best Buddies Award. For the past 2 years, this student has served as the president of the Best Buddies, leading with enthusiasm, empathy, and a vision for a school where every student, regardless of ability, feels valued and embraced. Through her tireless effort, she helped build a more inclusive environment, ensuring that friendships flourished and opportunities were open to all. And so it is with a great honor that we present the Best Buddies Award to Samantha McAuliffe. Thank you for making our school and our world a better place.
I would now like to invite forward Mrs. Christine Smith, the World Language Department Head, to recognize students who have earned the Massachusetts State Seal of Biliteracy.
Thank you, Dr. Donovan. Students who receive the Massachusetts State Seal of Biliteracy have demonstrated an intermediate high level of proficiency in both English and one other language. The student's language other than English may be a student's native or heritage language, or it may be a language acquired through years of academic study and educational experiences. The following Seal of Biliteracy recipients have a copy of the seal included on their high school transcript and have received a pin commemorating their accomplishment. When I call your name, please stand where you are. Recipients for the class of 2026 are Dara Elizabeth Bertuman for Spanish, Maria Alejandra Carrasco Ramirez for Spanish, Aiden J. Gill for American Sign Language, Catherine Lane Grace for American Sign Language, Shiza J. Hussein for Spanish, Megan Kelly for Spanish, Clara Otavio Custodio Miranda has received the Seal of Biliteracy in both Portuguese and in Spanish. Nyla Grace Penders, Spanish. Lyra Nicole Souza Silva has also received the Seal of Biliteracy in both Portuguese and Spanish. Isabel Rose Thies, Spanish. Zach French Townsend, American Sign Language. And Zachary Robert Tubbs for Spanish. Congratulations to all the recipients.
I would now like to introduce and invite on stage each of your class officers to provide them with a token of our appreciation. First, Class President Colin Trimble. In addition to being president of the class of 2026, Colin played on the FHS baseball, basketball, and golf teams. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society. He participated in Link Crew, helping to transition freshmen into high school. He's taught CCD at St. Mary's Church. He has worked at the Cape Club of Sharon for 2 summers and will be attending Clemson University in the fall. Next, I'd like to introduce the Vice President, Ms. Burton, Camilla Burton. In addition to being Vice President, Camilla is President of the National Honor Society. She was a member of the Spanish National Honor Society and the Science Honor Society. She's played field hockey and basketball for 4 years and was named captain. She's played lacrosse for 4 years. She received awards in all teams and recognition as an underclassman for academics. She's a referee for youth basketball. She worked at the Mirror Boutique as a sales associate and will be attending the University of Maryland at College Park next year. Next, I'd like to introduce this class secretary, Sydney Gionis. In addition to being class secretary, Sydney has been president of the Science Club. She has assisted with our Unified Track program for 2 years. She's volunteered and performed in LRC productions for 11 years. She's received awards for academic excellency and as an AP scholar. And she will attend the University of Connecticut in the fall. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to introduce class treasurer, Ariana Ehrman. Ms. Ehrman has participated in the tennis program for 4 years, receiving the Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Team Warrior, and was made captain in her senior year. She is president of Community Warriors, president of DECA, editor of the yearbook, a member of the Be the Change Club, member of the National Art Honor Society, and will be attending Bentley University in the fall. Next, I'd like to introduce Student Council President Sydney Ta. In addition to being class president, she's a member of the ASL Honor Society, member of the National Honor Society, and the Science Honor Society. She participated in Be the Change, was vice president of DECA. She volunteers at the Boyden Library. She has an internship with Fogarty Law and will be attending the University of Massachusetts at Amherst in the fall.
Good evening, Class 2026 family, friends, teachers, and staff. My name is Sydney Tan. It's an honor to stand before you today as Student Council President. It's surreal that we're finally here. For years, we've been counting down to this moment, thinking that graduation felt so far away. Over the past 4 years, we've survived early mornings. Well, maybe you did. I definitely slept in most days. Endless assignments and dreadfully long days. But somehow, between the football games, spirit weeks, late night studying, senior events, and everyday moments we thought would last forever, time moved faster than we expected. Growing up in Foxborough, many of us have spent years learning beside the same people sitting here today. Together, we experienced the highs and lows of high school. We celebrated victories, pushed through challenges, and supported one another during moments that tested us. Through it all, we built friendships, memories, and a community that helped shape who we're becoming. As we leave high school behind, life is about to look very different. Some of us are heading across the country, and some of us are staying close to home. And that uncertainty can feel intimidating. And the truth is, none of us have everything figured out right now, and that's okay. Life is not about having every answer immediately. It's about learning, growing, making mistakes, and continuing to move forward even when things feel uncertain. Because of that, uncertainty can also be exciting. As we set out on our own paths, and decide who we want to be, we will face challenges ahead, but they will only serve to shape us, not define us. What will define us is our resilience, our willingness to keep going, and the way we support those around us. As we step into this next chapter, I want to remind us all to embrace new opportunities and never let fear stop you from trying new things. As we move forward, let's take chances, try new things, talk to new people. Some of the greatest moments in life happen when we step outside of our comfort zone. Congratulations, Class 2026, we made it.
I'd like to invite Camilla Burton to please stand and come forward.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to thank the families, teachers, staff, administrators, and community members who have supported the class of 2026 throughout our years in Foxborough Public Schools. The encouragement, guidance, and opportunities we have received over the years helped shape us into the people we are today, and we would not be here without that support. As graduation inches closer, I think many of us are starting to realize that this chapter of our lives is slowly coming to an end. A few days ago, when the seniors were dismissed for the last time and we drove around the Common for the senior parade, it suddenly felt real. I think what makes moments like that so emotional is realizing that the moments we once took for granted are actually the ones we will miss the most. Saying hi to teachers in the hallway, taking pictures in the senior lot before school for Spirit Week, chatting between classes, sitting with friends during free periods. These moments felt so normal while we were living them, but one day they will become the memories we wish we could relive just one more time. Life moves so quickly, and I think one of the most important lessons we can learn is to appreciate life while we are still living it. You don't fully appreciate how lucky you are to be able to play a sport until you're injured watching from the sidelines. You don't appreciate how lucky you are to drive yourself to school every morning until your car breaks down and you need to find another ride. And you don't always appreciate just how lucky you are to wake up healthy every morning until you're sick and can't get out of bed. So often we focus on what is stressful or frustrating without realizing how special a moment really is. One day, you will wish you spent more time talking with your parents before life became too busy. You will wish you made more memories with the people you love when they still only live 10 minutes away. And you will realize that life is too short to only love people when you know they will love you back. So look around tonight with gratitude for the people who helped shape you into who you are today. Teachers, parents, and classmates. Whether someone is your best friend or someone you grew apart from, move forward with kindness instead of resentment. Life becomes much lighter when you choose forgiveness over holding on to anger. Through National Honor Society, I was constantly reminded of how important kindness truly is. Whether it was organizing food drives, wrapping gifts for nursing home residents, or spending time with younger students, those experiences showed me that people may forget what you accomplished, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Be kind, be inclusive, be the person who makes others feel valued. And most importantly, do not live your life based on the opinions of others. No matter what you do, there will always be people with different expectations or judgments, but this is your life, so do what genuinely makes you happy, and do not let fear or judgment stop you from becoming the person you want to be. The class of 2026 will never exist again exactly as it does in this moment, and I think that is what makes tonight so meaningful. We still have a few more days together before graduation and before life begins taking all of us in different directions. So appreciate these moments while they are happening. Stay a little longer, be present. Class of 2026, thank you for the memories, the friendships, and the laughter, and all the little moments that ended up meaning everything. I truly cannot wait to see what you all accomplish in the future, and I wish all of you a future filled with happiness, purpose, and people who truly care about you. But more than anything, I hope we continue to lead with kindness. The National Honor Society is built on 4 core values: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Moving forward, let these core values be the daily standard by which you live. Be the person who includes others, leads with forgiveness, and makes people feel valued, supported, and loved. Because long after achievements, awards, and accomplishments are forgotten, people will always remember how you made them feel. No matter where life takes us from here, I will always be cheering you on. Thank you.
Our next awards are the Senior Medallion Awards. They will be presented by the department heads. A senior medallion is awarded by each department to students who showcase not only academic excellence in this subject, but also passion for the subject as well. To select the recipients of these awards, departments gather to look at transcripts, clubs, and activities, and examples of student work from deserving individuals. Ultimately, each student named tonight has been a leader in the classroom and has shown mastery of the subject. After tonight, each student's name will be engraved on new plaques which hang outside the cafeteria and the media center in recognition of their hard work and dedication. Senior medallion recipients, please come up on stage to receive your award when your name is called. First, I'd like to introduce Ms. Arcacha from the art department.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Arcacha, and it is my pleasure to serve as the K-12 Art Department Head. Tonight, I have the honor of awarding the Art Medallion to someone who's been on our radar for a very, very long time, as he was winning awards in the Foxborough Street Painting Festival as an elementary school artist. This student worked his way up through Foxborough art classes up to AP, where he exemplified the studio habits, challenging himself with different media, and humbling himself with each project, being continuously a learner. As our National Art Honor Society, one of our officers, he led by example, patiently supporting his peers in the studio classroom, and being one of the last volunteers to leave after helping clean up at the art show. Please join me in congratulating our 2026 Art Medallion recipient, Eamon Kelly.
Good evening. I'm John McKay, Business Department Head, and this evening I am going to award the Business Award to someone who is very deserving. They basically took every single class that I offered, as well as taking additional business courses through Virtual High School. They were a member of the DECA chapter and also a chapter officer. And they also competed at the district, state, and this past year at the international level. That's why this award goes to Megan Kelly.
Good evening. My name is Shannon Wazlewski, and I am delighted to represent the English department in awarding this year's medallion to a student whose kindness and outgoing nature makes her a joy to know and to teach. She brings warmth and positivity into every classroom she enters and approaches her work with both determination and a genuine passion for learning. She has earned the respect of her teachers and her peers by being reliable, engaged, and considerate of others. This year's recipient has challenged herself across our English program by taking AP Language, AP Literature, and AP Seminar, distinguishing herself through her dedication and enthusiasm for her work. It is with great pride that the English department awards this year's medallion to Savina Tibb.
Aw, seniors, look at you all. You're all grown up. I miss you already. I'm Kristen Fischera, and I'm here to represent the Family and Consumer Science Department. My award goes to a student who has done an amazing job in my classes. This person consistently goes above and beyond expectations and puts their best effort into everything they do. They are creative, they are determined, and they are always willing to take on new challenges. I've loved watching this student grow, not only in cooking and baking skills, but also in confidence. They lead by example, they help classmates, and bring a positive attitude to class each day. Most importantly, they treat everyone with kindness and respect, making our classroom a better place to be. I am so proud of this student and can't wait to see what they achieve next. Congratulations to Olivia Coles.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tim Johansmeyer, and it's my pleasure to represent the math department here this evening. The recipient of this year's senior medallion began his journey here at the high school as an 8th grader taking Algebra 1, where his talents quickly stood out. Throughout his years here, he has consistently impressed his teachers with his dedication, intellectual curiosity, and really a true passion for the subject. He has continually pushed himself to take on new challenges, including learning new advanced math topics on his own time, coming in the next day, telling us about it, and both myself and his calculus teacher would just have to say, yeah, we believe you, but we don't have any idea what you're talking about. This year in particular, he distinguished himself as a top student in both AP Calculus BC and AP Statistic. He's been an active member of the math team and really has just stood out in every single course he's taken here. So without further ado, on behalf of the math department, it's my pleasure to present the Math Senior Medallion to Sam Bristol. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Brian Raymond, representing the Foxborough Music Program. This year's Music Medallion recipient represents the pinnacle of both musical excellence and exemplary leadership. Both in middle school and high school, the student's talent, passion, and creativity for music stood out. This student has sung in several choirs and has been a multi-year district and all-state singer while also singing and playing piano with the jazz ensemble and vocal jazz ensemble. Alongside her many accolades this year, she received a National Downbeat Jazz Award for Outstanding Vocal Jazz Soloist and has blossomed into one of the most prolific musicians and people we have had in this music program. She embodies the highest tier of musical achievement and kindness and has left a significant legacy. Congratulations to this year's Music Medallion recipient, Maya Kaiser.
Good evening. I'm Alyssa Macharnik, and I'm the Science Department head. Like every year when selecting a medallion winner, in the Science Department this year, we discussed students who took APs, participated in the various science clubs in the Science Honor Society, and took Project Lead the Way classes. Of the many standout students who demonstrated excellent reasoning, perseverance, and an obvious love of science, one was pushed up to the top. His skills in building robots and pulley systems set him apart. The one thing we found vexing was that he never took AP chemistry. Given who his many chemistry teachers were, we can understand. Congratulations to Owen McAuliffe, our class of 2026 Science Medallion winner.
Good evening. I'm Kristen Dorico, the Social Studies Department head. The student selected for the 2026 Social Studies Award has distinguished herself as an inquisitive, engaged, and deeply enthusiastic learner. Her teachers consistently praise her intellectual curiosity and her ability to think critically about complex historical and civic issues. She excelled across multiple social studies courses, including several at the AP level. But beyond the classroom, her passion for the discipline is evident. She has actively participated in the National History Day competition, embracing the challenge of historical research and analysis. Most notably, when Foxborough was selected to represent Massachusetts at the inaugural Young People's Continental Congress in Philadelphia, she was chosen as the student delegate, a testament to both her academic excellence and her leadership. It is with great pride and admiration that I present the 2026 Social Studies Senior Medallion to Savina Tibb.
Good evening, Foxborough families and Foxborough community, and congratulations to the class of 2026. I'm Billy Ivets. I'm the technical education lead teacher. The Medallion Award is presented to a student for his or her outstanding achievement and dedication in technical education. This year's award winner distinguished himself through exceptional critical thinking, creative problem solving, and the ability to bring unique project ideas to life with remarkable skill and craftsmanship. His innovation, work ethic, and commitment to excellence have made him a standout among the senior class. This year's Tech Ed Medallion Award winner goes to Zach Tubbs.
Good evening. I'm still Matt Struble from Special Education. This year's Vocational Skills Medallion goes to a very special student who we have been lucky to have as part of our community. Her consistent effort and positive attitude is something to be admired. It is safe to say that every classroom that this student has walked into was better because she was there. I'm proud to present this medallion to Shella Exontis.
Hello, my name is CJ Neely. I am representing the Wellness Department tonight. Our two Wellness Medallion Award winners this year, not only do they give a great effort in every class and challenge themselves in all activities with no excuses, but they bring a positive attitude to class, and they're the type of kid that are still going to be thinking about a tough badminton loss at the lunchroom later on in the day. They've gone above and beyond what it takes to be successful in our class, and they've left a lasting impression on our department. Some people might call you a gym class hero. Some people might call you a tryhard, but we would call you a legend who will live in Foxborough High School immortality forever. Congratulations to these year's winners, Morgan Riley and Henry Griffin.
Good evening. This is Christine Smith, the World Language Department Head again. Okay. The award for academic excellence in world language is presented to a young woman who demonstrates a passion for the French language and culture. Her AP French teacher describes her as a star student who consistently goes above and beyond what is asked of her. She motivated others by speaking in French throughout the class daily and by asking thoughtful questions. She traveled to Paris and Normandy as part of the French exchange program in her junior year and has served as president of the French National Honor Society as a senior. The World Language Department is very proud of Maggie Lavery, who is our senior medallion winner.
I'd like to ask all of our winners here to just kind of sit in front so we can get in a straight line. And any parent who wants to get a picture can get a photo, and then you can head back to your seats.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Joe Cusack, Athletic Director, to present the Athletic Awards.
Good evening, and congratulations to everybody tonight. We're almost there, don't worry. So first of all, I want to do the MIA Student Ambassador recognition. Each year, student ambassadors are chosen by each school's administration based on their commitment to the areas of community service, student leadership, sportsmanship, and wellness. Selected students participate in 3 MIA Student Ambassador huddles each year and work with fellow ambassadors across the state to develop action plans for future community service ideas. Student ambassadors assume leadership roles in our school community, and I would like to recognize Ryan Foley for a great 3 years. All right, next is the Hockomock League Scholar Athlete Award. This award is given annually to 2 student athletes at each Hockomock League school. At a league-wide event already held in early May, 24 student athletes were honored with their families. They have already received their awards, but if they can stand to be recognized, please congratulate Foxborough's representatives as the Hockomock League Scholar Athletes, Megan Kelly, who will be attending Boston College, and Eamon Kelly going to the University of Vermont. Next is the Joseph Heinricher Blue and Gold Award. This is given annually to a student who represents all of what made Joe Heinricher a special educator and leader. It is given to the student athlete who has represented leadership, integrity, perseverance, and sportsmanship while at Foxborough High School. This year we have 2 recipients. Both of our honorees are true representatives of Joe Heinricher's spirit. Both play multiple sports, are team captains, and have been excellent representatives of this school community both during and outside of competition. There's a quote on Joe's plaque in the hall right outside the door, which is credited to Vince Lombardi, but actually sounds more like something that Joe would have said. The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. And I think that sentence really describes each of our blue and gold award recipients this year. Congratulations to both Morgan Riley and Colin Trimble. The Alvin Stewart Spirit Award is named after a former athletic director, teacher, and coach at Foxborough High School. He was known for his support of the Foxborough community and is given annually to a student who supports our school community in a positive way and represents the values of Foxborough High School. This year's recipient is a multi-sport athlete, team captain, and four-year varsity player. He plays a position that doesn't get much attention, but was by far the student athlete that I received the most compliments about from opposing coaches after games. We want our athletes to be highly competitive, composed under pressure, and in the biggest moments to do all those things with the highest character. And he checks the box on all of these things, so congratulations to Matt O'Keefe. All right, and finally, the Warrior of the Year. This is given annually to two athletes who are recognized by the athletic department and the coaches as the best athletes in the class. Both winners are as competitive as any students that I've gotten to know and carry themselves with a humble confidence that influences all their teammates. Our first recipient is a three-sport athlete and team captain. He's an excellent competitor on the field and the court, while also leading his teams in word and action. He's a Hockomock League All-Star, a multiple-time Hockomock League All-Star in multiple sports with 4 selections overall. He's as competitive a player on any of our teams and carries himself with a natural leadership that his teammates are all influenced by. Congratulations. I wish I could do this in the voice of Todd Kaiser. It's way better. Congratulations to Henry Hank Griffin. And our second winner is also a multiple sport athlete who tried a few different sports at Foxborough High School and is a great example of trying something because you never know how good you can be at it. Besides brief signups in basketball and eventually trying out cross country, she made a permanent mark on our track team. Anytime you can get your name on a school record list, not once but 3 times over 2 different seasons, breaking decades-old records in the 55 meters in the long jump and outdoors in the long jump, you're doing something right. She's not here to accept the award tonight because tonight she just finished 4th in the state in the 200 meters in what was really close to another school record. So congratulations to one of the best sprinters and jumpers in Foxborough history, Lauren Bober.
Before we conclude this evening's program, Shiza and Isabel, we forgot to give you one thing. So could you come up here for a moment? This is not, it's just a mistake. We only gave them half of their award earlier. Before we conclude this evening's program, on behalf of Mrs. Holmes and Mr. Scazzaro and Dr. Bertos, we would like to thank our class officers for all of their work putting this evening together. I'd like to recognize our main office staff, in particular Mrs. Burns and Ms. Bannister, who are here this evening coordinating all of our awards from behind the wall behind me. They are incredible. Our custodial staff and Mr. Ferraro for their work transforming our gym into the venue for this evening and for Sunday. I'd also like to thank our guidance office, our NHS volunteers who are here with us tonight, Chloe and Bryn and Sia for their work, the many volunteers who are here from Foxborough Cable Access who record and broadcast all of these important programs all year for the last 4 years. They have literally broadcast hundreds of events for the class of 2026. They are incredible. We look forward to seeing everyone on Sunday for commencement. Please remember that seating is first come, first serve, and the doors open at noon. Students, please be in the cafeteria at 1 o'clock. And with that said, we're going to conclude our program this evening. Our seniors will now recess out of the gym to their class song, Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Good night.
And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can a child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing